The House will come to order. Will Bailey Hatch please come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Mr. Kohler, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt. Becker J. Becker K. Representative K.C. Becker.
Excused.
There she is. Brown. Buck. Buckner. Carver. Conti. Corum. Court. Danielson. Del Grosso. Dorr. Duran. Esgar. Everett. Fields. Foote. Garnett. Janot. Hamner. Humphrey. Joshi. Kagan. Kaiser. Klingenschmidt. Kraft-Tharp. Landgraf. Lawrence. Representative Lawrence. Lebsock. Lee. Representative Lee. I haven't heard from him.
Absent.
Oh, there he is. Present.
Present.
Lontine. Lundeen. McCann. Melton. Mitch Bush. Moreno. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg. I gotcha. Pabon.
Good morning, Mr. Kohler.
Pedersen. Representative Pedersen. Primavera. Priola. Rankin. Ransom. Representative Ransom. Rosenthal. Rupe. Ryden. Sane. Salazar. Sias. Singer.
Excused.
Tate. Thurlow. Tyler. Van Winkle. Vigil. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Windholes. Winter. Young. Madam Speaker, excused.
With 63 present, 0 absent, and 2 excused, a quorum is present. Representative Kaiser.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move the reading of the Journal of Friday, February 13th, 2015 be dispensed with and that it be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You have heard the motion that the journal be adopted as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. No. Oh, that was weak. Motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Business Affairs and Labor. We do have, upon adjournment, 10 minutes after adjournment in room 271, the CU Anschutz Chancellor is going to talk to us about the economic impact of CU. And at 1:30 in our regular meeting room, we have 2 bills up to hear this afternoon. Again, we have a joint meeting, 10 minutes upon adjournment in 271. Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem.
Representative McCann.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, the Claw Caucus will be meeting this Thursday for lunch, and we will be hearing from the state public health veterinarian, who's going to talk about some of the issues relating to veterinary trends and diseases, and also improvements. And we're also going to hear from members of Ivory Free Colorado to talk about the efforts to curb the illegal poaching of elephants for their ivory tusks. That will be at noon over in LSBA, and we will have lunch for the legislators. So please attend the Claw Caucus. Thank you.
Representative Court. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Finance Committee, guess what? Representatives Becker and Garnett have asked for another week to prepare their bill 1154, so we're taking it off of the Finance Committee calendar for tomorrow. Thank you.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Colleagues, I need to make a clarification for you all because there has been some confusion. Thursday is not Hot Dog Day at the Capitol. It's Sportsman's Day at the Capitol. We actually have a program, and we do have the hot dogs for Sportsman's Day at the Capitol Thursday. You should have a flyer on your desk. We will be meeting in room 112 at noon for the hot dogs and the Sportsman's Caucus. Thank you.
Representative Tyler.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. And Transportation Committee, listen up, please. Instead of doing like the Finance Committee does and delaying our bills, we're going to move one bill ahead that didn't make it to the calendar today. So on Wednesday, February 18th, we will hear House Bill 1173 as scheduled. We will also, following that, hear House Bill 1026, reserved parking for military disabled license plates. So 2 bills on Wednesday. Thank you.
Representative Janal.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to bring your attention, members, to some visitors today. The Colorado Association of Realtors will be here this afternoon. They're also here this morning, I think, but they'll be in the old Supreme Court chambers this afternoon. Please drop by and say hello. I also want to welcome the Fort Collins Board of Realtors, and just one more welcome to the United Way of Larimer County. Thank you.
Representative Fields.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Everyone, I want to remind you that United Way is here. They're outside of the Supreme Court chambers, and they are promoting a service that they have that's called 211. And 211 is a referral service for anyone that needs information on non-emergency services. So please check out United Way outside of the old Supreme Court chambers. Thank you.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. The Judiciary Joint Committee with the Senate will be meeting upon adjournment to hear a report from the Sex Offender Management Board. And then this afternoon, 4 bills at 1:30, House Bill 1153, 3 bills, 1091 and 1019, Judiciary Committee. Thank you.
Introduction of resolutions.
House Joint Resolution 1012 by Representatives Kaiser and Danielson, also Senator John, concerning the designation of Colorado State Highway 93 from mile marker 0 to Colorado State Highway 72 as the JCSO Sergeant David M. Baldwin Memorial Highway.
Members and guests, let's have some order. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move the rules be suspended for immediate consideration of HJR 1012.
The motion is to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of House Joint Resolution 1012. Seeing no objection, the motion is adopted. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of the resolution.
House Joint Resolution 1012 by Representatives Kaiser and Danielson, also Senator John, concerning the designation of Colorado State Highway 93 from mile marker 0 to Colorado State Highway 72 as the JCSO Sergeant David M. Baldwin Memorial Highway.
Representative Kaiser and Representative Danielson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move the adoption of House Joint Resolution 1012 and ask it to be read at length.
Whereas Sergeant David Baldwin, a United States Air Force veteran, began his 27-year law enforcement career with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office in February 1987 and was later promoted to the rank of sergeant in June 1996. And whereas in the patrol division as a patrol supervisor, Sergeant Baldwin coordinated the department's first road rage sting and assisted in the running of the Basic Law Enforcement Academy. And whereas in 2013, Sergeant Baldwin organized the first multi-agency escort and motorcade course for motor officers across the metro area and coordinated all DUI enforcement and DUI grants for the county. And whereas Sergeant Baldwin served for 22 years as a firearms instructor, 15 years as a driving instructor, 7 years as a subject matter expert in law enforcement driving for the Colorado Peace Officer Training and Standards Board, and 5 years as a member of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Bomb Squad. And whereas Sergeant Baldwin's final position with the department was supervising the Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit, consisting of 7 motorcycle officers, where he rode a Harley-Davidson on duty and was involved in the basic and advanced motor operator courses hosted by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. And whereas on January 26, 2014, Sergeant David Baldwin was killed in the line of duty while on patrol when his police motorcycle was hit head-on by another vehicle on Colorado State Highway 93. And whereas Sergeant Baldwin's service and dedication to his country and to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office was extraordinary, and he will be sorely missed. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the House of Representatives of the 70th General Assembly of the State of Colorado, the Senate concurring herein, that Colorado State Highway 93 from mile marker 0 to Colorado State Highway 72 be renamed the JCSO Sergeant David M. Baldwin Memorial Highway. That the Colorado Department of Transportation may accept and expend gifts, grants, and donations for the purpose of the initial placement of the 2 signs to mark Colorado State Highway 93 from mile marker 0 to Colorado State Highway 72 as the JCSO Sergeant David M. Baldwin Memorial Highway. Be it further resolved that copies of this joint resolution be sent to Sergeant Baldwin's wife, Crystal Baldwin, and son, Josh Baldwin, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, Stan Hilke, Executive Director of the Department of Public Safety, Marjorie Sloan, Mayor of the City of Golden, the City of Golden City Council, the City of Golden Police Department, Mark Williams, Mayor of the City of Arvada, the City of Arvada City Council, the City of Arvada Police Department, the Arvada Fire Protection District, the Colorado Transportation Commission, Herman Stockinger, the Secretary of the Colorado Transportation Commission, and Don Hunt, the Executive Director of the Department of Transportation.
Representative Kaiser.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, today is a really important day, and if you look around to the perimeter of the chamber here, we have with us a number of members of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department and other police departments in Jefferson County. We also have many members of the State Patrol up in the gallery, and this resolution is really an important one for Jefferson County. It's very important for my district and for my friend Representative Danielson and our friend Senator John. We brought this resolution. This was a lot of hard work to get this done. You heard during the reading of the resolution that it was just a little bit over a year ago that we lost Sheriff's Deputy Dave Baldwin in a head-on collision. With this resolution, we're going to rename Highway 93 from mile marker 0 in Golden out to the intersection of 72. And you know what? This is a small token. This is something that we can do here today. We grieve with the family who's also with us today, and we'll introduce them in a minute. But we grieve with you. But we hope that with this resolution, we can celebrate the life of service through his service in the military, through his service with Jefferson County. We hope to celebrate the life of Dave Baldwin.
Representative Danielson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Today is a reminder to each of us that we depend on dedicated law enforcement officials every day to keep our community safe. Sergeant Baldwin was an outstanding example of one of these public servants, and I am humbled to be here today to honor him with this resolution. We are all so grateful for Sergeant Baldwin's lifelong service to our country and to Jefferson County. Sergeant Baldwin paid the ultimate price for his dedication, and I want to just acknowledge the loss with his wife and his son and his wife who are here. I'm so sorry for your loss and know that he will be sorely missed. Thank you all so much for being here today, his friends, his colleagues, and of course his family. The state of Colorado shares in your grief and shares your pride that this honorable man helped keep people safe. I urge an aye vote on House Resolution 1012 to honor the life and service of Sergeant Baldwin by renaming Highway 93 the JCSO Sergeant David M. Baldwin Memorial Highway. Thank you.
Representative Kraftharp.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, Representative Kaiser, Representative Danielson, to take this moment to once again be able to stop and just take a moment of silence to thank Sergeant David Baldwin for all of his service, and to take this moment to be able to say thank you to our Jeffco sheriffs, all of you, for coming here, for all the work that you do each and every day. Thank you to our Colorado State Patrol, who, it's good to see you all standing up here, and for a moment for us to be able to say a special thank you. We go day by day and we don't take this time to be able to recognize the heroes that you are. And the sad thing is that it's in these sad times that cause us to pause. And so I hope that each and every one of you here, thank you for all the work that you do. Thanks.
Representative Tyler.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, and it's wonderful that we're honoring this man's sacrifice. It's unfortunate that we take this occasion to do it as opposed to thanking you every single day and being aware every single day of how the uniformed officers protect us on the streets and roads of Colorado, and the kind of work you do in so many ways to take care of us in Jefferson County and in every county in the state of Colorado. Your work is extremely important, and thank you for being here, doing it for us, and I thank you for bringing this resolution to honor a fallen officer.
The motion before us is for the adoption of House Joint Resolution 1012. All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. HJR 151012 is adopted. Representative Danielson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move that the current roll be added as a list of co-sponsors.
Seeing no objection, the current roll call will be added as co-sponsors to the resolution. Representative Kaiser. House will be in a brief recess while we introduce members of the family. Representative Kaiser.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, I want to direct your attention over here down in the green chairs to Dave Baldwin's wife and son who are with us here today, and Crystal Baldwin. Also with Crystal is Josh Baldwin and his wife, Jackie. I also want to introduce our newly elected sheriff in Jefferson County, Sheriff Schrader. He's over here as well. And in working on this resolution, we had a lot of help from Paul Peterson at CDOT. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate your help. And we certainly also want to take a moment to recognize the motorcycle team that Sergeant Baldwin was a part of, the motorcycle teams down here as well. And former Sheriff in Jefferson County, Ted Mink, could not be here today. He sends his regrets. But we also want to take a second and recognize all of our Jefferson County Sheriff's officer, deputies, and some members of the State Patrol that are here up in the gallery. This is a really important day. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Members, please take an opportunity to greet our guest, and then we'll call the House back to order. The House will come back to order. This resolution will now be heard in the Senate. For those of you who want to hear this resolution in the Senate, the sergeants will escort you. I do want to get the members' attention on a temporary appointment for today. Representative Esgar will replace Representative Singer on the Committee on Public Health Care and Human Services for today only. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Well, in true Colorado legislature fashion, I think that when the cat is away, the mice should play. So with that, I move that the House adjourn until May 8th.
Members, you've heard the motion.
right.
Madam Majority Leader.
All right, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, I withdraw that motion. I will be on my best behavior. And instead, I will move to labor the balance of the calendar until tomorrow, February 18th.
Seeing no objection, the balance of the calendar will be laid over as requested by the Majority Leader. Further announcements and introductions. Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, it is indeed a sad day in Colorado. We no longer have a sitting member of this General Assembly in his or her 20s. Members, it is my birthday today, and I'd like to invite up Representative Mitch Bush, who is also her birthday today. And Representative Nordberg's birthday was yesterday, so I wanted to make sure that all members know that upon adjournment, I do have cake in my office right off of the break room, so please join us for cake after we adjourn.
Representative Mitch Bush, and in the meantime, maybe let's bring the Capitol Choir down. It sounds like there's some...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Not only am I more than twice as old as he is, even though we're born on the same day, but I'm eligible for Medicare now.
Representative Hamner.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. And as you've heard, the Capitol Choir is assembling here in the well. Thank you. And we have 3 birthdays to recognize: Representative Mitch Bush, Moreno, and Nordberg. So we'll go in alphabetical order, okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Representative Moreno and Nordberg. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, members. Representative McCann.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members of Health Insurance and Environment Committee will meet in 10 minutes in our regular room. Thanks.
Representative Quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. You look very stately up there. Members, sometimes we overreact, do things without thinking them through, and I think that just happened.
Members, please listen to Representative Quorum's, I'm sure, important announcement.
I was actually bragging on the Speaker Pro Tem, and you need to hear that. But I think in our rush to judgment, we probably should reconsider, because looking around, we could actually reconvene with a Republican majority today. So why not?
Sorry, Representative Quorum, that's not going to happen. Representative Dorr.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, on your desk, you should have found a reminder that the Legislative Rural Caucus will meet for the first time this year tomorrow from noon to 1 down in Committee Room 111. Please feel free to come by. Lunch will be provided, and I thank them for this, by the Colorado Ag Council.
Announcements and introduction. Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members of the State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee, and anyone who is following House Bill 1095 with Representative Carver, We will not be hearing that tomorrow. We will be hearing that on Monday, the 23rd instead. Thank you.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. The joint judiciary hearing will commence at 10:45 today downstairs to hear a report from the Sex Offender Management Board. Hear ye, all who may come.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Members, just one more quick introduction. I do have my parents with me here today. Believe it or not, the youngest member still does need parental supervision when he does his work down here. So my mom and my dad are here. If we can help them, welcome them to the chamber. They are the reason why I've had so much success in my life. So thank you so much for being here.
Mr. and Mrs. Moreno, you should be very proud of your son. We're very proud to serve with him. Congratulations. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. I move the House stand in recess until 1 p.m. later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until 1 p.m. this afternoon.